All right, all you rock stars, we're getting ready to make a voodoo burger. All right, here we go. Okay.
Well, are you making your voice deeper?
You are. You're imitating the God Man.
That's too funny. You gotta look at their fart. I need to buy the whole. That's fucking. That's too funny.
So hey, I'm Casey Grello. I play drums with Queensryche, and I love VooDoo Chef. It's amazing stuff. My wife and I cook with it all the time. Thank you, VooDoo Chef.
What's going on, Voodies? It's your boy, Johnny B. First of all, I want to thank you for checking out the VooDoo Chef Podcast. Your support means the world. The VooDoo Chef's my guy, and this podcast, it's pretty entertaining, and they record it live on YouTube every Tuesday night at 8:15. So download it and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Bing! Hit that right there. And wherever you get your podcast, just go search VooDoo Chef Podcast and subscribe to that too. But make sure you set a reminder right now every Tuesday night at 8:15 so you can watch it live on the YouTube channel. Go. Tell Alexa right now, remind me to watch the VooDoo Chef Podcast at 8:15 p.m. Alexa, done. She's doing it right now. I love my Alexa. Thanks for checking out the VooDoo Chef.
What's going on, Voodies? Thanks.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What is going on, Voodies? It's a great day here in Tampa Bay. I know for a fact. I've been outside most of the day, rearranging them barbecue grills, believe it or not, getting ready to start doing more live cooks. Chef Pat, I hope you're ready, buddy, because we've been doing these live little get-togethers once a month. Who knows? Maybe we start doing the live cooks once a month.
That wouldn't be any fun at all. I don't know who would enjoy that.
That would suck, right? And you know, I'm getting you over here for the once a month cast, and every time we'd cook, I'd be like, "Oh my god, dude! If you could taste this, the smell is so amazing." And you would just sit there and go, "Yeah, that would suck if I was there." You know, we got it all set. We've got the 2 green eggs set. We've got the Traeger set. We've got the Gas Champion Weber, whatever the fuck it's called, set. And my I don't even know what it's called. It's a stick burner that is actually a camping stove, but it only shoots out of a 4x4 metal tube. And I got that just to do wok cookery. And you actually bought me a wok cookbook. I think it's going to be time to fire that bad boy up. So that's right around the corner. Tonight, big news, big guest, big topic. Chef Tim Kielich going to be with us. He is in the green room right now, traveling back to Tampa because he is a traveling rock star. And that's going to be great fun. Tim is one of the perennial burger competitors, and we're going to talk a lot about burgers today. More importantly, he is probably one of the first, if not the first, supporter of the VooDoo Chef and the VooDoo Chef Foundation. and we have nothing but love for Chef Kielich. So, yeah, that's gonna be exciting. I look forward to that. Big news. What's going on with you, man? I'm sitting here flapping my gums. Normally, I have that part pre-recorded and do all that shit, so it's kind of like out of order here tonight. But we're on vacation, dude, so that's all right.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, when you're asking, it's like it's vacation. What can be going wrong, right? Get the whole week off here. Get a couple things planned for the entry.
Nothing.
I mean, a bad day at home is better than a good day at work, right?
Every day, man. Every day. Do you eat anything good? I mean, I don't even know what day it is. Today's Tuesday. So Saturday, Sunday. I haven't seen you in 4 days. Mm-hmm. Have you eaten anything good? Gone out and had anything?
Haven't gone out, but I did enjoy some Nashville hot chicken tonight for dinner.
Did you make it?
I did. I may or may not have used some fried, may or may not have used some seasoning that I had in a 1 pint.
Some of the test batch stuff, huh?
I'll say the wife liked it. Picked up some Costco mac and cheese. Did a little Nashville hot chicken on top of the mac and cheese with a little bit of ranch.
Oh man!
Did a little honey on it.
I hope it was BRE, not just ranch.
No, it was BRE. It was the last one that I had. Finish it up tonight.
Oh man, I'm a little jealous, bro. What did I have today? Oh, my wife made noodleless lasagna, which is basically just meat and fucking cheese. How can you go wrong, right? I wasn't upset. I'm not gonna lie. I was not upset.
Yeah, it doesn't sound bad at all. I mean, I've had some really good pasta or some pasta type dishes using zucchini or squash or something.
Yeah, no vegetables.
I mean, you and I were talking the other day about pizza, cauliflower pizza.
Yeah, no, I don't like that either. But we were definitely talking about it. Check it out. We got Dane Richard checking in. Thank you for supporting Lyman High School. First time at Pro Start and finished in a huge way. That's right. I believe they took 4th overall, and we're very excited to be supporters of the Lyman. What kind of dog are they? They're a dog of some sort. A greyhound, maybe?
Okay.
I don't know what their mascot is. Their mascot is a pink-haired chef. Because Chef Dane out there bet somebody that they wouldn't score over 80 on their food safety exam, and he had to suffer the consequences of dyeing his hair pink. And God bless him for all right, maybe it's red. I don't know. Either way, he lost. Either way, he lost. But I remember at Chamberlain one year, we were trying to raise money for some stuff. And I told them if they raised $500, I would let them pour maple syrup over my head, a gallon of maple syrup over my head. And if you know me, I hate being sticky. Absolutely hate being sticky. Someone walked in the next day with a check for $500, and I was so pissed off. They ended up raising a couple grand that year. I don't know what we were raising money for, what we were doing with it, but the things we do in the classroom for the kiddos. There's Dane dyeing his hair. Can you see the shirt there? The Lyman what? Does it have something on there?
Greyhounds.
I was right. So yeah, Dane, that's real cool out there, man. Keep doing what you do. And we got Deb Shep checking in. Man, Deb Shep was out at Whiskey Joe's back when I was 16 years old, and she was one of the managers, and she worked the front, and I was just a little 16-year-old piece of shit. Didn't know shit from shit. Kind of like, now only it's a 54-year-old who doesn't know shit from shit. Am I 50? Yeah, something like that. But Deb, it's nice that you still hang around and check out what we do, and I've got nothing but much love for you. For taking care of me way back when and teaching me the ropes back there. Superstar right there. Thanks for checking in. What else we got coming up? If you didn't know, I'm every Monday of March, I'm co-hosting the Johnny B Show. So that's a good time. Last night on the Johnny B Show, we had Derek Wally from Wicked Oak hanging out with us. And we had Chef Kendra Sharp, who's going to be on the podcast, I think, April 30th. She came in and she made, oh my God, Pat. She made a wild boar burger with raspberry chipotle barbecue, arugula, and she called them Robinson tomatoes or something. I'm like, what is that? She goes, well, one of the cooks grows tomatoes. And I'm like, there you go. And she served it on ciabatta. Now, I've been laying off the carbs. I don't eat vegetables. I'm not a fan. Arugula is okay, but and I don't eat game meat. I got to tell you, that burger was fan-damn-tastic. It was fan-damn-tastic.
I mean, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, Derek Wally didn't even talk. I mean, he waited till he was done. He took his headphones off and he leaned over and he started whispering to her. And he's like, man, that was a really good burger. Most people overcook wild boar. Man, that was a good burger. Right. It was just a killer job. And I'm so excited. Kendra, one of the alums from Chamberlain days, and now one of the chefs out at Good Food Events and Catering. And here it is right now. She will be at VooDoo Bash again, cooking burgers. How many do we have now? I know Chef Mitch from Robinson confirmed for VooDoo Bash. I believe
we got 9. 8. We have 8 or 9 right now, according to my list.
Oh, dude, educate me.
So we got Bearded Monkeys. Kendra. Yeah, that's according to my notes. Yeah. So all the 8 or 9 that I have were verbal confirms.
Let's hear them. Let's hear them.
So Bearded, Kendra from Good Food, Flavor down in the Keys.
King Marathon.
Yep, King of the Coop.
Ooh,
yeah, right. Coming back to defend the title.
He was making sushi tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
Armwood and Robinson.
Yep, 2 high schools coming back to compete.
Boozy Pig. Sed's Edible Creations. And I think the last one might be East Lake Woodlands, if I'm not mistaken.
They changed the name. Okay. I'm in and Adam is in. So 2 Orlando teams coming back. So we got Adam Eflin in. Nice. We've got Dane Richard in. Bearded is in the room. Bearded, is it confirmed you're coming back for VooDoo Bash? That's all I want to know. And Kendra's in the room. Look at that. We're just racking up all these burger competitors from the past coming in, hanging out with us tonight. And we are talking burgers. So that's going to be a nice little conversation here. Man, I'd love all these guys. Bearded's back. Bearded threw up some wicked posts this week. Some mad food he had on. You'll be getting all your updates from Wicked. No, I don't think it's next week. I think it's 2 weeks.
Yep, 2 weeks.
All right. Yeah, next week we've got shepherd pie egg rolls. We did a nice little film almost a year ago this time, and it was right around the time when Patrick and I were out, and he gave me my first Guinness. He introduced me to what we call that thing?
The Irish car bomb.
An Irish car bomb. Mr. Amato Batista checking in, an Irwin alum. Amato, how are you, my friend? Nice to have you in the room tonight. Let us know. I'm really, really curious where you're working. Are you still out at the Outback? Have you moved? What are you doing? Give us an update, because that is exciting news to me. And I'd rather have you start typing stuff than us just sit here and flap our gums all night. So an Irish car bomb, I'm sure that video is laying around somewhere. If not, I know it's embedded in next week's shepherd's pie egg roll video, and that'll be playing next week, 2 days after whatever the holiday is, St. Patrick's Day.
In worst case scenario, you just have to go back out and record it again, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't suck, because I could eat those right now, man. I could eat those right now. I don't remember if we filmed it or if I did it off air, but that night I made traditional pork egg rolls too.
Nice.
Oh, man, I was eating egg rolls for days, bro. And it didn't suck. It really, really didn't suck. All right, what else we got coming up before we start switching topics here?
Talk about dinner?
Yeah, bad news. Boozy Pig collab dinner. We're going to have to reschedule. There was a challenge with the calendar date. Something came up, and we're gonna have to reschedule. If you have tickets already, couple options. You can keep your tickets for a rescheduled date, or we're gonna let you turn those into Signature Chef Progressive Dinner tickets. And if you don't know what that is, we're going to be talking about it in a minute. So hold tight and check it out. My man Amato is down at the casino now. Which outlet are you working at, Amato? I wonder if you're at the Hard Rock with all our other peeps down there, because you might as well call Seminole Hard Rock Casino Irwin East, because, man, we got a lot of people down there. I love the chat room, too, how we got sidebar conversations going on in the chat room. That's super cool. That's you guys do you. It's all good. So the Boozy Pig collab dinner, we are rescheduling. We don't have a date yet. That's why we're letting you turn it into a Sig Chef dinner. If you want, we'll talk about that in a minute. We're filming VooDoo Underground on the 26th and the 27th. Keep a lookout for more information about that. If you have not watched season 1 of VooDoo Underground, you need to go to RHS TV right now, stream season 1, because it's super cool. We have the Armwood High School team winning the round robin tournament, going head to head all the way down to the finals, where they competed against I think against Chef Dane in the room. And Armwood prevailed with their big nasty VooDoo burger with avocado salad and a whole bunch of stuff on there. And Pat and I took that and we kind of created what we call the VooDoo Cotto burger, modeled off of that. And man, we served a couple hundred of those last week, if I'm not mistaken.
We did.
Yeah, down in St. Pete, we served a couple hundred of those. Kind of a crazy event. First service was at 2 a.m. in the morning, but you know, you do what you got to do. And with that said, if anybody's interested in VooDoo Catering, just hit us up. You can call us at just private message us if you're looking for some VooDoo Catering. That's easy stuff. So we got the filming for VooDoo Underground coming up. April 11th, we're filming another episode of Dinner Diaz. So check that out. We're going to be doing queso birria tacos. Yeah, so get ready, because we're going to have a week long of samples on that, brother. We've got the base recipe down. We've got the dirty consomme. We've got the meat. We're just got to lock in on the frying and choose what cheese we're going to go with. You should use a Oaxacan cheese, which is kind of like mozzarella, but they don't ball it. It's more like strings. So I think we're just going to go with Tillamook makes a mozzarella that is actually thick shred. It looks like fettuccine, and I'm kind of like addicted to this cheese right now. So I think we might just be going with that, because it's super yummy and something people can find everywhere and not have to go digging for that Oaxacan cheese.
Right.
And then after that, dude, it's nonstop. Brand new VooDoo Chef Baking and Pastry Challenge. Unless somebody has a better name, we're totally up for ideas. Start putting them in the text box. Start sending them to us. I'll even explain to you what they got to do. Competitors are going to show up. They've got to make a quick bread, a choux dough, cookies. They've got to decorate a cake and make a composed dessert. We're trying to hit all aspects of baking and pastry. The winner is going to win full tuition scholarship to the brand new baking and pastry program at the Hillsborough Culinary Academies at Irwin Technical College. That's a fucking mouthful to say. But full tuition, and we're going to be recording that and streaming that on RHS TV as well. So, VooDoo Chef Baking and Pastry Challenge. Yeah. We never said we were the most creative people on the planet. So if you got something going on, let us know. Alex Colazzo checking in, a longtime friend, big proponent of Hillsborough culinary programs. He worked at Chamberlain High School, was the history teacher for the Culinary Operations Academy, the first and only model culinary academy in the nation. Sean Fleener checking in. His wife's an educator, so we'll give him a pass. What's going on, Fleen? Nice to have you in the room. And behind the Baking and Pastry Challenge, man, just way a lot of stuff. We've got VooDoo Underground, VooDoo Baking and Pastry, VooDoo Bash, Sig Chef. We're going to talk about that in a second because that's coming back. And then, of course, VooDoo Golf. Did I miss any of the events there, my friend?
I don't think so. As long as you don't add any more to the calendar.
I know, right? I feel like I'm trying to take it easy, and I just keep saying, "Hey, what if we did this? Hey, what if we did that?" I don't know, man. Did I tell you we're opening a brick and mortar? No. All right, let's knock out Sig Chef so we can just move the fuck on. Signature Chef Progressive Dinner. I think this is 3 years in the making. This is the third year. We started with the idea of wanting to have a private exclusive dinner, about 50 people, and we were trying to figure out how to make this work, what it was going to look like. And I thought of an old school progressive dinner. And this, some of you guys who are in cooks clubs and things like that, you might do this now, neighborhood cook clubs, where you'll have the appetizer at one family's house, and then you move to the next family's house, and they create the salad, and then somebody else does the soup. And all you culinary people, you don't start fucking texting me saying, your courses are out of order. No shit. Then you go to the entree, and then you go to the dessert. And, a different house for each course. There's no way we were going to do a pub crawl to different restaurants, especially the way we like to party. So we decided, what if we just brought all the chefs to one restaurant and each chef took a different course? And this is year 3. We've done it 2 years now, sold out both years. And we have people calling us going, I want this course. I want this course. We did 5 courses the previous 2 years. This year, we're adding a 6th. So we have 6 courses this year. And last night, Chef Kendra Sharp confirmed she's going to be doing the entree again. Last year, she made just the most beautiful lamb shank. And yes, I actually ate that, Kendra. It was amazing. I didn't eat your burger the next day, but the beauty of Sig Chef Progressive Dinner, private event, 50 people, live music. No, there's no rock and roll band. Just probably the music of Richie Hume. Just single guy, his guitar making great sounds, and then you get a VIP ticket to VooDoo Bash the next day. So you come in for that center of the plate experience, and then you come back the next day for the double hand drip. You get to experience all extremes of VooDoo, and it is just a great night. And of course, it is all to raise money so we can do things like the baking and pastry knick-knack challenge, as according to Chef Dane Brevoort. But what's funny is he said, "You're knick-knack and I'm paddywhack," and that's what he tells his kids. And I'm like, dude, how the fuck did you come up with that one? But whatever. Little perverse, but So Sig Chef, tickets are online right now. There are only 50 tickets. That's it. 50. Once they're gone, they're gone. We do not add tables. We do not do any of that funky stuff. Don't call me up and say, hook me up. It won't happen. And when I say 50 tickets, I'm going to tell you, I believe 12 of them are already gone. We have a sponsor who's telling me they need 10 seats. And if that's the case, I know that I've already sold 2. You might be able to buy some off of Sean Fleener instead of having him refund him. He might upcharge you, but we'll see. Because he's got a pair of tickets, but it doesn't look like he can make it now. So, all kinds of funky stuff out there. If you go to the Progressive Dinner, I don't know where it's at, Pat. It's on Eventbrite. You can grab your tickets right now. All right, we'll stop talking about that stuff. We do got to say next week again, it's our live cook, VooDoo's Unite, shepherd pie egg rolls. Make sure you check that out. Man, I'm done. I'm spent. I'm ready to talk about burgers.
Absolutely. But I've been waiting for this all day.
Wait, no, wait. Homie texted me a couple hours ago saying, "Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. Oh, might be able to make a deal because he's not sure if he's going to be able to make it." Now I thought he was saying, "Well, I might be able to make it now." Now after we explain what it is, well, I might can make it. All right, so my favorite thing to eat in the whole wide world is a hamburger. You ask me tomorrow, it might be pizza, but it's pizzas and hamburgers, and I love hand food. And those are the two quintessential American cuisines. No, they didn't come from us, but we adopted them and we own them and made them what they are today. So I absolutely love hamburgers, and I am dying to find the best hamburger that I can get my hands on. And if you know of a local spot in town, please, a couple things. Go tell them to compete in the best burger competition in VooDoo Bash. And 2, text me so I could go there and try it and be disappointed, because most burger places I go to, that's kind of what happens. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I just think I have such a high expectation that I struggle. I mean, right. We generally don't even go out for burgers because we rather go get something else just because it's going to be hard to find something yummy.
Man, I get that 100%. I mean, that's the way I feel about ramen. I've been so many different ramen spots, and a lot of them are just okay. It's not anything that I would want to rush back to and have again, honestly.
So if we were talking burgers, when it was 2012 when I was asked to judge a burger event, and not just judge it, create the rubric and put together, what would make the best burger and create an actual scoring rubric, and then bring some of my friends to judge. And I called a lot of people. Tim Kielich was one of those people. He's on the podcast tonight. And I was like, hey, to you, what makes the best burger? What makes it? And, we kind of came up with pretty simple criterion. First thing, it comes to the table, we eye it up, right? We size it up like we're going to fight it. And if it's a good burger, it's a two-fister. I mean, you got to fight that bad boy, right? So we size it up and we look at it and we cast judgment like right away. But once we're past that, for me, it all begins with that bun. Is that bun worthy? Is it sturdy? Is it durable enough first to hold up? And then is the texture appropriate for what's inside?
Right.
And I don't know how you feel about that, but for me, once it gets into my hand, before it even comes close to my face, I'm already sizing it up based on that bun and that durability.
Oh, for sure. There's a restaurant over here by me. I got a burger there for the first time, not knowing what kind of bun they use or anything like that. And so after that experience, I have not ordered a burger from that place again.
You're not going to tell us what the name is?
I can if you want me to. Sure. Well, actually, I probably should in case we want to invite them out to compete. So I'm going to hold.
Well, PM me because I want to go have a burger there.
Heard.
Okay. So what the bun was just kind of.
I'm trying to see if they have it on their menu now. If they say what it is, but it just fell apart. Like the burger was nice and juicy. It was nice, and it was a nice mid-rare burger, as it should be, in my opinion. So it had some of that nice little blood coming out, all that, right? You see all the redness. And just as soon as I got to it, as soon as I picked it up, it was just soggy on the bottom. And like it's not holding up. It's making this big mess in my hand before I even got to take a bite yet. The taste was there. The bread just needed some help. To put it nicely.
Needed some crutches. Help with that support.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think they used something like an Amoroso bun, but it was thinner than that. So
I was going to say, because that should be plenty durable enough to hold up. But
the outside reminded me of the Amoroso. Just like the feel and the way it looked and felt on top of it, at least, but the bottom did not hold up at all.
So don't we have some Amorosas at work?
I don't know if we have buns. I know we have.
Yeah, but no, we can cut them. Let's make some burgers on those. See how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So after that, for me, at our burger competitions, we kind of instruct our judges to cut the burger in half and look at the cook. But when you're out and you're eating a burger, you don't really understand that cook until you get into it and take a couple bites. So for me, the second thing for me when it comes to that burger after I'm checking out that bun is that doneness of the first bite. Am I getting a juicy burger? I don't care if it's a smash burger or grilled patty seared. That burger should be juicy. Even if it is a smash patty that's cooked through, that burger needs to not only be a two-fister, it needs to be a double hand drip. We instruct our people to cut them in half to look at the inside. A lot of times when we're at the competitions, the burger competitors, and as Twisted would say, we're leaking oil right now. So if you're a competitor, this is everything that we look for and everything we tell our judges to look for. We cut that burger and we look inside and we check the doneness. In the heat of the moment, we'll get burgers that are flat out raw. And at that point, one of the chefs have to come to the table, or one of the chefs at the table will make the determination whether or not it's even going to be tasted. Now, with that said, that could be 1 out of the 10 burgers. So the other 9 could be perfectly cooked. And it's just one of those things that happen. But for me, that cook is that second factor before we get into anything else. What do you think about that one, old man?
So, and that ties directly to what I was saying before, right? Nice medium rare, wasn't overdone, wasn't underdone. For me, it needs to have a little bit of texture to it, yes, but I don't want it fully cooked either. I don't want a dry burger, right? I mean, if you're going to cook anything well done, well, no, actually, don't. Number one, unless it's chicken, maybe.
No,
right?
No.
But even then, chicken.
No.
Then you're going to add mayonnaise to make a chicken salad, maybe.
No, you're going to add mayonnaise to fix it.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it needs to have a nice char on the outside. I want to have some texture. I don't want it to be tasting and feeling like to have a mouthfeel of a steamed burger either, right? It has to get a nice char on the outside. Grill marks are great if you're on the grill. If you're on a flat top, it has to be hot enough to get that nice char.
So I want to hit Tim up when he comes in the room, and you're going to have to remind me. Mm-hmm. Which way do we go? Do we go smash patty? Do we go a hard sear, or do we go the charbroil? That's my question. That's my question to Tim, because I know he lives in all 3 worlds, as do we. Yep. Our new iteration of VooDoo Chef Catering, it's all hamburgers and they're all charbroiled. We're not even doing double smashed anymore because everybody's jumped on that bandwagon. We're back to a charbroiled half-pound patty, still a two-fister, still a double hand drip. We just got away from that double patty, but they definitely produce different outputs. Yep. We got Cody Westbrook checking in. Back Road Barbecue is debating in their first burger competing in their. You're debating. Oh, you're debating entering. I thought they were going to go to the competition and go, our burger's better than yours. Somebody else would go, no, sir, ours is better, and just talk about it for a couple hours.
I don't know. Some of us would be really good at that. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe. I think I might win. Cody, you got to enter the avocado burger, and we can send you the recipes for that. You just got to remind me, dude, because I think I'm gonna have a shot tonight. I think, yeah, maybe not.
Really?
All right. So once we get past that cook, now we're all in, homie.
Yep,
we're all in. Now we got to talk about the flavor, the components. Does it have the same flavor profile all the way through? A big deal to me. I don't want to have one part of my burger taste different than a different part of my burger. I want to experience the same flavor profile all the way through.
Yep.
I think the biggest challenge that I find with that is when it comes to things like pickles or someone adding some fried onions that might not, not the big crisp onion rings. Well, the one onion ring. Someone gives me one onion ring. Don't waste my time. I want the flavor profile to be the same all the way through my burger. I don't want one pickle so that I get, oh my God, what was that? And then it's gone.
Right.
And that's a big deal to me. And that's something we coach for. And then how do the components of the burger stand up to enhance and shine a light on that? Watch this, ground beef patty. I said it.
Yes, you did. So I mean,
in a row.
Right. I mean, I'm going to go with one thing though to add to this. It depends where your ground beef is from. If you're buying high quality ground beef, high in like protein and whatnot, to me, it shouldn't really take much of anything other than some salt and pepper. Feature that meat. Don't put all this aiolis and all these other sauces on there. Doesn't need the onion, doesn't need the egg, doesn't necessarily need the bacon. Showcase that meat. I mean, I feel the same way about steak in general.
We do a burger. I think we originally called it the STD. It's a piece of cheese and a piece of lettuce.
That's it.
But that cheese needs to be flavored all the way through the burger. We're not putting a triangle on there so you get a bite of non-cheese, and it doesn't matter what the burger is or the quality of the meat or the makeup. The flavor needs to be consistent throughout the burger for me. Even if it's just, I mean, I can't wait to do my top 3 burger ingredients. And you've already read mine, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I forgot about it until 5 minutes before we started.
Well, if you're out there, it's hot in Florida. I'm looking for my fan. Hold on. If you're out there in conversation land, start getting your top 3 burger toppings ready now for when we get to that part of the podcast. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, it's hot. It's actually outside on the back patio. Man, it was super nice, super cool. But here in the studios, it's a little warm today, man. Little warm.
It's only going to get worse, unfortunately.
Right. Yep. We've had our week of good weather.
Right.
All right. So ultimately, it's going to come down to at the end of the day, after we take a look at the appearance and we take a look at the makeup and then we do the bun and the worthiness of the bun and then the cook of the burger and then the complement of the ingredients and the flavor profile all the way through the burger. For me, 2 things at the end that excite me. 2 things. One, the originality. Is this something original? You might be out there saying, can you really create an original burger anymore? I mean, it seems like everybody's done it. Yeah, I think you can. I mean,
there's so many different combinations you can do. I mean, somebody might have done something similar to that up in North Dakota. Are we really going to know? Are they going to know that we're doing something similar?
Speaking of North Dakota, close enough to Minnesota, the home of the Juicy Lucy. Word on the street is Nosh Catering might be showing up at Burger Showdown with the Juicy Lucy. Not that I'm trying to put any pressure out there, Max Gerard, but you can't PM me information like that and not expect me to throw it out there. He's threatening bringing a Juicy Lucy to Burger Showdown or whatever we call it, VooDoo Bash,
right?
With a Juicy Lucy, which just totally excites me.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
No.
That's not going to suck at all. I want to make sure I get a bite of that.
I got to make sure that I'm not masking the pain and therefore not trying hamburgers. And we definitely got to try hamburgers this year because I think I only had 3 last year. I was in so much pain.
Yeah, I think I had 4 or 5. So I got busy. Go figure.
Well, busy is a good sign at VooDoo Bash because that means something's happening, right? VooDoo Bash this year is going to be even bigger. Presented by Eurobake. We're going to have all the burger competitors. I think Patrick said we're up to 82 already. All the same stuff. If you hadn't heard, Wicked has confirmed Wicked is going to be playing live at VooDoo Bash. And if you didn't get to see Wicked at Gasparilla, check them out on May 3rd in Orlando. You can go to their website and find out the name of the place. I think it starts with a P, the Promenade, or, I kind of want to say the Carnival too. So maybe it doesn't start with a P. But they'll be in Orlando. And then not only, you got Wicked playing, you got DJ King Glenn will be back. He'll be spinning outside this year. The VIP area this year is going to be outside under a tent with AC. What? Did I say that? And we're in conversations right now to make the market even bigger. We're going to try to bring in some vendors to line up inside. We'll have the outside tents. And you can count on all my boys to come out and do all the tastings. So I think the VooDoo Bash tickets are up already as well. You can get your early bird ticket for $25. Don't be playing with these imitators going out to the parks and doing their little burger events. Make sure you come out to the originators and enjoy the best burger in Florida. Nothing wrong with Tampa. I love Tampa. But the more burgers we can bring in and taste, man, the better off we are. And I love Orlando, Port St. Lucie, Frostproof, unless Twisted moved again, Marathon Key, Dunedin, Tampa. Do we got anybody from St. Pete yet? I don't know. Might have to get somebody from St. Pete. Is there a good burger in St. Pete? We had a shitty burger in St. Pete. Were you with me that day? Yeah, you were with me because me and you were the two big guys. And we had to sit next to the window like this and try to eat our fucking hamburgers.
That's right. That might be why I was so mad.
that was a pretty shitty hamburger.
Yeah, I do remember that one. Yes, you tend to remember the bad ones, right?
Yeah.
That way not to go back and have it again.
Where's the last good hamburger you had?
A hard question. Actually, let me show you a little video here. I don't know if you've seen it. So. Lucas and I just got burgers the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that video or not, but
no,
you're about to see it right now.
I can't wait.
We have for lunch today the Mr. Beast burger. It looks like normal, but it comes in a cool box with a little cool back. And you can ask them to have you make pills. Oh yeah. Amazing, yo.
Say yo.
It did at the end.
So where did you get a Mr. Beast?
So I don't know if you know who Mr. Beast is, big social media guy, whatever. Lucas knows about him from YouTube. So they actually operate a ghost kitchen out of Brio at International Mall. So you order online through their website or whatever, it's through Mr. Beast Burger, and then they tell you where to go pick it up. And then I didn't even know where the pickup was till after I hit submit. And then they're like, oh yeah, it's Brio International Mall. I'm like,
now,
all right, cool.
I heard they were closing those down.
That's what I thought, but when I looked at them, it looks like there's a bunch of them all still around. There's a couple in Orlando, one or two in Clearwater.
All right,
so right here for us,
all the characteristics we just talked about. Give it to me. Where does that rate? Let's start with appearance.
So it was a good burger, right? So the one that as Lucas held, his is the single patty one. I think I got myself a double patty.
No.
It was a heavy burger. I'll tell you that. The bun definitely held up. For his, I got nothing on his. He doesn't do any of that. For me, I got traditional L-top, some ketchup.
Yeah.
Or their aioli, whatever they call it. It was a solid burger for it being fast food, especially for me going down there.
Well, it's at Brio. It's not fast food.
Well, it's not fast food, but it kind of is the way that it's presented in that box.
Yeah.
The
old school McDonald's box.
When you look at that bag, it looks like a fast food type bag.
Looks like the old school Big Mac.
Right? It was a solid burger, and the price wasn't bad either. So I was happy.
Bad.
For the double, I think it was $10, $9 maybe. No fries, no nothing with it. I'm trying to pull up their website right now.
All right. One moment, please. What's going on, Booties? It's time for a little VooDoo throwdown. You think you can take me? Let's see it. My pilots are lit. I've got my meats. I've got my 2 3.5 ounce ground beef burgers. And, of course, on our burgers, VooDoo does. And what we're going to do smash burgers. And I'm going to show you how fast it can be done. And if you think you can beat me, tag me, at me, slash me, duet me, whatever it is you do, and send it to me. Because we're about ready to go. And we're going to knock this out of the park. So time will start once the first piece of food hits the grill. And that's same for you. So, if you're going to play along, get ready to rock and roll, because it is on. Like your pilots, grab your me's, VooDoo like we do. All right, here we go. Get ready, homies. Oh, look at that first patty. Don't forget to season that bad boy. What? All right. Bun ready to come off. Lettuce on the bottom of the bun. Top bun, get ready to hold. Guys, it is coming. We're almost ready to flip this bad boy. Look at that. Now, smash burger, no cheating. Cooked all the way through, still juicy. No crispy edges. Gotta be cooked, gotta be moist. Still a double hand drip. All right, rocking and rolling. Your patties better look as good as mine, homies. Season both sides, no cheating. No cheating. My friend Doc Barbecue says, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. No cheating. Here we go. Onions. Tomato. Oh, these yummy pickles. I love pickles. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're ready. Fight me. I may or may not have had to run in the house and make a lunch date for tomorrow to try this Mr. Beast burger. So
okay.
But I'll and I grabbed a little drink. So Fleener's saying everyone that he had was awesome. I'm very interested. Gonna do my research and check that out. But I absolutely think we have a brand new burger judge on our hands there.
Oh, of course. He was loving it. He was so excited. He had no idea that we were going down there. I didn't tell him. I just ordered it and said, hey, let's go for a drive and pick up some lunch. And he didn't even realize what the bag was until I turned it around and he saw the logo and crap, I know what this is.
It's awesome, yo. Oh, we got Joshua Cook checking in. Hey, man, looking forward to this week, getting some things done. And we got Spider checking in. Spider, what's going on, my friend? Talking all things VooDoo Bash. Sig Chef dinner. Cannot wait. Dude, I saw that video of Pat's kid the other day, and I died at his reaction. Absolutely. EFA is a rock star. VooDoo Bash tickets up on the screen right now. Make sure you check it out. Grab your tickets. I'm telling you, we will sell out this year, and I'm super stoked. It's going to be just an absolutely awesome event. My brain all day. My brain's fried. There was something I was gonna say. Oh, I know. Hey, get ready for trivia now, because once we get Tim Kielich in here, we are going to be switching gears and going to playing VooDoo Games. And if you want to play, remember, you're going to want to log in at about 8:20, 8:25. Looking like we're going to have 4 to 5 spots for VooDoo Games if you're interested in playing. And
of course, he really means 9:20, 9:25. If you want to play, don't try to log in
that's
now.
what I really meant. That spring forward happened and threw me off a little bit. I got to tell you, this is smelling super yummy today, as opposed last time when Spider was here for the podcast. That was almost 2 months ago. Was it that long ago?
Yeah, about 2 months ago. Yeah. Because this month Hollywood was there, and I guess it was last month. Yeah.
Holy cow!
Or no, a month before, because we canceled last month.
Wow.
It was 2 months.
That long since I've had a cocktail.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. We're gonna have to fix that.
Yep.
So super stoked. All things going on, and we just got to tell you, Ed's having some problem with his kids lately. So that's why he's been late. And by kids, I mean his furry children. Ed has, I don't remember what kind of dogs he said they were, but they're just amazing little rugrats that run around, and ankle biters, as he calls them. And so they've been out working with their new dog, making sure that he's perfectly trained to bite the appropriate ankles. And we miss Big Eddie C. Can't wait to get him back here in the room. You know what? I'm ready to make the leap here, because I want to talk about toppings on burgers now. So we got to make sure our man, Mr. Timothy Kielich, is still out there. I've got a black screen right now, but that's he is truly in his vehicle driving back from Orlando. And there's my man. So we're going to bring him into the room right now. Again, a long time supporter of the foundation. I think I met Tim, had to be around 02, 03, 04, somewhere around then. He had just recently graduated from the Culinary Institute of America. And the minute I saw him, I was like, man, we have got to be boys, because he was just one of the coolest cats on the planet. And now the chef of, I'm gonna mess it up. I'm gonna say it wrong. Ardea Country Club, our friend Chef Tim Kielich. What's going on, buddy?
What's happening, fellas? How we doing today?
What's going on?
Not as good as you, man.
Ardea.
What does that mean?
Formerly known as East Lake Woodlands, yes. Our logo has always been a heron, because we sit on so many acres of property with 2 18-hole golf courses that those herons are just super abundant. So Ardea is actually Latin for the heron.
Very cool. And did we get bought out? Did we change ownership groups, management companies, or just change names?
We didn't change ownership. We just sort of repositioned ourselves in the market. So our parent company invited clubs, put $6 million into the club, redid all this irrigation, all the sod, all the landscaping, redid the private event space, redid the restaurant, redid everything. They touched absolutely everything. So we did a super update. So now we are just we're not quite the most premier club, but we're not the most affordable club. Let's say that either.
So how much update did Tim's Kitchen get?
Kitchen?
Yeah.
Where the members can't see?
Right.
No
that's That's what I figured. That's what I figured. And you did such a great job of selling all of those front of the house areas.
We make it happen anyways. We do not fail. We rise to the challenge, and we'll make sure that the product that we put out is as premier as our courses and everything that the members can see.
Right. And that's the beauty of what we do. And I think I don't want to say it's unique to us back of the house guys, but by job description, our job is to make everybody else in the building look amazing.
That's right.
And I think that's what we try to, well, if you're good at your job, that's what we try to do, right?
People say, what do you do for a living? I say, I make people happy.
And it starts with the members on our team that we got to make look good to go out there and serve that food. So I've been in your lineups in the kitchen, the way you communicate with your staff, dude, just amazing. And I love hanging out in your kitchen. Your food, of course, off the chart, bro.
Thanks.
Hey, word on the street is there might be a VooDoo dish on your menu.
You know what? You beat me to the punch. There is. Thanks for dropping off all that VooDoo Black for me. Also,
do you need more?
It's kind of like it's a Cajun pasta dish, right? So it's got andouille sausage. We braise chicken thighs. We pull that chicken and throw that in there, and then we add poblano peppers and onions, heavy cream, penne pasta, and just a ridiculous amount of black.
Oh man, I got to come down. I've got to come down. I want to try that.
Paul Prudhomme's Redfish Magic's got nothing on the VooDoo Black.
Dude, that means the world to me. Thank you so much. Now, if everybody else in the whole planet could just feel that same way, we would be doing this podcast on Tuesday nights. So Tim, let's go back. 2000, I think it was 12. I was invited by a group here in Tampa to create a rubric for a burger competition. They had read about our school in the paper, and they invited me down, and they said, "Do you think you could do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I went home, and I'm like, "Oh, fuck, now I got to do this." And so I started calling all my friends and saying, "Hey, let's take some notes on what makes the best burger." And through all the notes that I took, I created this rubric. And then you started competing in the event. You're like, I don't want to judge. I want to compete. So your involvement with these competitions probably goes back farther than I know. But with me, it goes back to 2012. And you've been competing in this event ever since.
Wow.
What's the sickness? What's making you come out?
You asked.
I knew that's what you were going to say, and that means the world to me. But the real reason is, I think you come out because of the give back. I think you believe in giving back to our industry any way, shape, or form, and then on top of that, giving back to our community as well. And that's what separates you.
The real reason is it goes back further than the competition aspect. We were judging the high school culinary competitions. I was in their shoes once. I know how challenging it can be. I remember seeing judges that are just so hard-nosed, and every little thing they're scrutinizing, right? And I wanted to be a little bit more lenient for these kids because they're pouring their heart and soul into this thing, right? They're doing their absolute best. They're using all the things that they've been taught, and they're trying. So I like judge at those kinds of things because I could just kind of, you kick one thing underneath the rug over there, and like I didn't see that happen. And so it's much more encouraging for these kids. There's nothing more discouraging than somebody that says, "Hey, your dice is a quarter inch too big," or that's not quite a julienne. It's very disheartening for these kids. So to watch them put all the effort into it to be kicked down. So that was fun for me to be a part of their competitions. And then when you came along and said, "Hey, we're going to raise a bunch of money for culinary scholarships and let these kids go on to post-secondary education," I said, "Of course I want to be a part of that. What can I do?" And
your business card says you're a pirate. And when you say, what can I do? That's exactly what I go back to, because as a pirate, you're willing to do anything to make whatever happen. Allegedly. I love doing events with you where you're a guest, because you can't sit still. We don't even have to sign you up to be a volunteer. You just come up to me and go, dude, I'm going nuts. I can't stand still. What do you need me to do?
Where do these tablecloths go, man?
Oh, man. Tim, move those boxes from there to over there, and when you're done, move them back. Oh, dude. Go ahead, man.
I said, I'll do it too.
Some of my favorite stories at our events are hanging out with you. Like the time I met the guy from the Lightning, whose name I still don't know. What was his name? He's holding the Stanley Cup.
Dave Andrzejczuk.
Yeah, we met him at James Joyce, and Tim's like, dude. And I'm like, who's that? And you're like, dude, he's from the Lightning. I go, hey, watch this. I go, oh my God, Dave, can I take a picture with you? And he's like, yeah, man, kindest guy on the planet. Takes a picture, and I look at Tim. I go, I still don't know who he is. And then, who's the race car driver? Bush?
Kurt Busch.
Yeah, they told me Kurt Busch is going to be on the float. I'm like, I go up to Tim. I'm like, Tim, who the fuck is Kurt Busch? You're like, dude, NASCAR Kurt Busch? I'm like, yeah. He goes, why? I go, he's going to be on the float, man. I don't know who he is, what he looks like. Tim's pulling up his phone, helping me out. Appreciate that.
Guy with an entourage of ladies behind him. Trust me.
Oh, he had 3 handlers that day, and thank God, because one of our friends probably was going to take his head off if that handler wasn't there. But different story, different day, different cocktail. All right, let's talk burgers, Tim. You heard us flapping our gums about what we think. The appearance, the bun, the cook of the meat, the components that you put on it, the flavor all the way through, the originality, and ultimately, and I didn't say this earlier, ultimately my final decision maker is, would I eat this again? And Patrick, you talked about that a little bit. What makes up the burger for you, Tim?
Well, first of all, I'm going to have to completely disagree with Patrick, because I love onions on the burger because it cuts through the fattiness of the beef, right? And I love a mayonnaise component, right? There's 2 things I think Patrick said is no mayonnaise.
He wants the meat and the salt and the pepper on the quality hamburger.
Yeah, well, if it's quality beef, yeah. So in most places you go to, then throw the onions on there. But
I think what Tim is saying, I think what Tim's saying is, if you're going to get that high quality meat, it's going to have that higher fat content, and that's why you're looking for the acid.
But then it goes back to how you're cooking it. You're going to cook it on the charbroil. All the fat, a lot of the fat's going to drip through.
Oh, I forgot we got to ask. Forgot we got to ask Tim about that. All right, Tim, continue. So onions and a mayo component.
Yeah, I think you asked me once, what's the 3 components to a sandwich?
A bread, a spread, and a filling.
So I think you got to have the spread, because you hate a bottom soggy bun.
Right.
Right. So I think one of our competitors last year that won was the chicken burger.
Right.
Remember the chicken burger?
Yeah.
And so you got a chicken burger like that. I don't know if I consider it a burger. I'm still on that team, but there's got to be a spread, right? So you could make like a cranberry mayo or some kind of a fruity aioli that goes well with that chicken, but there's got to be a spread on the bottom bun so that fat doesn't sog it out on the bottom. And it doesn't have to be mayonnaise, Patrick. It doesn't have to be mayonnaise, but it's got to be a spread. Right? It's got to be a barrier.
Could be a piece of lettuce, though, too, right. Tim.
Then the lettuce gets soggy, and then the bun gets soggy.
Not if you're buying the hybrid Better Burger lettuce, which is a hybrid of kale and leaf.
But I think you're asking weighted questions because it depends on the scenario, right? If we're talking specifically about Burger Bash, we need to produce hundreds of burgers in a short period of time. It's a little bit different than building the best burger that you can put out at a restaurant, which is completely different from the best burger that you can make your family in your backyard.
True statement across the board. And coming into the game right now, bringing our main man, and I'm so happy he's joining us. Big Eddie C, get back in here. What's up, buddy?
Not enough. As soon as I heard lettuce, I was about to say, fuck y'all heathens and log out. But, it's Kielich, and he's a bad motherfucker. So I'll give him a chance with that. I'll let it slide. Fucking vegetables on your burgers. Jesus.
So Tim, I want to ask you, I know you have the flat top, and when you come out to the event, you bring the flat top freezability. I know you have the charbroiler at the restaurant. I'm assuming you've done smash burgers on the flat tops. You've done the full patty on the sear on the flat top. What's your go-to? What's your preference? And like you said, it is a matter of preference.
So I want to give Patrick credit for one thing he did say correctly, is it's that cook and that dryness that is just the absolute worst thing you can get in that burger, right?
Absolutely.
So that it's not raw, to your credit, to your point earlier. So like an event like Burger Bash, I've done them both, right? I brought the char grill out there and I brought the flat top. What I found with the flat top making the smash burgers is I can't keep up with the volume, so I don't get the crust. My flat top gets too cold, making too many burgers too quick, and I can't get that good crust, so I'm putting out a poor smash burger. So then do
you think a lot of people can make that connection that's why they're not getting oh man, what's going on with my burger?
If they're competing with us, I hope they do.
I hope they do too, but I got to tell you, I don't think we're seeing. I don't think people are making that connection. In my opinion,
it's one of the hardest things on a flat top is getting the temperature right, and it depends on the fat you're using on there too. If you're using an extra virgin olive oil on your flat top and trying to heat that thing up to 450 degrees, you're going to burn your fat, and then you're going to turn it down, and then you're going to throw that burger on there, and now you got it too cold before you get the crust, or you're going to burn your fat, and you're going to have a burnt crust. Right, so there's a sweet spot that's difficult to hit unless you have a lot of experience doing it, unless you just practice.
And a lot of these people are bringing their grills out for this one event, and they haven't been working on them over and over and over again, which is an important part too.
So then we bring the char broiler out there, but you got to make sure you got the right thickness. You try to cook a big fat 10-ounce burger patty out there. I'm going to send it to the judges raw.
Yes, please.
Right? Or I'm going to put out overcompensate and send all those samples out when I'm trying to win fan favorite as an overcooked dry burger, and you don't want that either. So it's a really difficult question to answer, and it really comes down to, I think, personal preference. What are you most comfortable with? What do you do most frequently? What do you do best? It's all about putting what you know in front of the people that you want them to know.
All right, if TK's eating a burger, what's he going for?
Five Guys.
Only for the fries, dude. Only for the fries.
Only for the bag of fries.
Is that what you like? You like the Five Guys smash?
I love the Five Guys smash. I love the greasy aspect, but again, it comes straight off the griddle, straight onto the bun, straight into your mouth. So you get the full experience, right? You get the greasy bun, but not soggy type greasy.
Right. So you're eating in-house.
Fat.
Yeah, you can't take it home, man.
No filler, to Eddie's point. No lettuce on that nonsense.
I just tell them put whatever they want on it.
I just want the mushrooms and the cheese and the jalapeno. And I want to feel that grease dripping all the way down to my elbow.
Yeah, you gotta have to take. You want to feel like you got to take a bath when you're done eating a burger, man.
A bath-worthy burger.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, let's talk about toppings. I am very particular with my toppings, and we're going to assume we're taking that burger, we're salt and peppering it, and if we had a burger on a piece of bread, a bun, seasoned patty, what are our top 3 toppings? Ed, give you a second to think about your top 3 burger toppings. And I'll go ahead and name my first one, and we'll just go 3, 2, 1. My number 3 topping that is probably a must on my burger. And it's funny, if H was here, he would go, "Oh, I know yours," because he normally orders my hamburger before I get wherever we're at. It's got to have onions on it. Got to have onions. I prefer a fine mince. Ed hates onions. Almost a brunoise. That's what I prefer. I love the rehydrated onions from McDonald's. If I could like buy those, I would. I probably can. But onion is my number 3 burger topping, hands down. Patrick.
So my number 3 is going to be a sunny side up egg. I want that yolk to pop on there when I put the bread on there, or as I go to like squeeze down on it a little bit. White has to be cooked perfectly. A little bit of the crisp on the white, so it has a little bit of texture to it.
I was going to
soft, flimsy.
I was going to say the texture is too similar to the burger, and that's why I like my onion, because it's a different texture as well.
Yep, yeah, but the egg white itself has to have a little bit of crunch. So I guess you're cooking it a little bit more than how we would eat it normally, right? But
if you're at one of these burger events and people got these grills fried up hot, that thing's going to be crispy like a frisbee anyway.
It's easy to do.
Timothy Kielich, you're number 3, and I think we've already heard your toppings, but let's hear it.
Do condiments count as toppings?
On my list, yes.
I'm going to say mayonnaise for number 3.
Number 3 is mayonnaise. Straight, or are we going with a flavor?
Depends on the burger. We could
Depends
say
on
because
depends
I want the
on
garlic
the burger or the rest of the toppings.
That's my number 3. I'm working my way up to number 1.
No, I hear you, but you said mayonnaise. You said mayonnaise, and I said, are we going to go with the flavor? Or are we going to stay with like just a nice heavy duty? And you said depends on the burger. Does it depend on whether you're using 70-30 or Wagyu, or does it depend on the rest of the stuff?
Okay, so we're talking about a burger patty on a bun, salt and pepper, regular mayonnaise.
Got you. Kendra said she forgot the onions yesterday. Here we are 24 hours later. I would have just shut up and said, yeah, my burger yesterday was great. That's what everybody said. But now you said onions? Thanks. Where were my onions? Big Heady C. We know you hate onions. They're not going to come anywhere near your list. What's your number 3 burger topping?
Probably sauteed mushrooms of some sort.
I was going to guess fungus because you love the mushroom.
I do. So whether it's like sliced up buttons or like a whole grilled portobello cap, which, by the way, thank you for teaching me what I needed to do with that, which is take out those fucking gills on that so the whole thing doesn't like look like fucking octopus squid ink on it. So,
I hate the fins. They just get muddy and too many people don't take them out. And
I didn't know the first time I did it. I just threw that, some olive oil on it, salt, pepper, garlic powder, grilled it, and then I was like, why does my fucking burger look like it got caught in an octopus fight? So then when no, I didn't. It didn't give me an oil change, none of that shit, But then when you said
looks like it has diarrhea,
it did. It was fucked up looking. So when you told me, dude, take that shit out of there, so it doesn't do that. That was, nothing short of a revelation.
So easy to do. Just get a spoon and fucking take them out. Don't be lazy.
But yeah, I got like some little melon baller thing, so I got to scrape all the nooks and crannies and nuances.
We're not fancy in town and country yet.
No melon baller west of the Veterans, is there?
No. When you start heading south past Kennedy, it's a melon baller to a certain street. Then it's a Parisian scoop. And then after a certain street, it's back to, just grab one of the utensils out of the drawer. That's them soggy people.
Grab a spork. Yeah.
Actually, the soggies just leave them in.
Yeah,
I love my soggy
they
folks.
do.
I was just kidding. All right, let's go number 2. Timmy, let's start with you on your number 2 pizza topping. And everybody out there in La La Land, just tell us what your number 3 is. Don't give us all 3 like Fleener, so we can have those sidebar conversations like Patrick saying mustard belongs on hot dogs. But let us know your toppings. And Patrick, if we go back to the origination of the hamburger coming from those Hamburg steaks, I'm gonna bet there was mustard somewhere in the mix along the way.
I'm sure there was. Just growing up in New York, I always remember as a kid, ketchup goes on the hamburger, mustard goes on the hot dog. Simple, done. Wash your hands. I just go back to that. I'm just giving him shit. I do put mustard on my burger.
On a hot dog, you got to have the red and the yellow. You got to go full Hogan on the hot dog. You got to go full on Hogan. All right, Timothy Kielich, your number 2 hamburger topping.
Can I reuse one?
You can use whatever you want. Yeah.
Oh, onions.
Onions. Absolutely.
And
absolutely. I guess we can be making some notes here.
You're talking about a basic meat and bun. Throw some mayonnaise, some onions. They could be raw red. I love that crispy raw red. Caramelized. Could be VooDoo wicked onion jam.
Oh my God! Do you remember the wicked onions, dude?
Jam, the wicked onions.
We got to bring those back.
We got to bring those back.
The wicked onion, wicked hot and wicked sweet.
Oh,
I think Tim, myself, and Alex Colazzo were the only ones that ate those. And it's sad because they were that good.
They were that good.
I'm gonna talk to the chemist tomorrow. I'm going to go to the chemist tomorrow because we just picked up a new account. Riverview Pinch Penny is going to be carrying the full line of VooDoo Chef. So we'll post that on the website. But if you're out in the Riverview area, I think it's on Big Bend Road on the east side of the interstate out in the Riverview area, Pinch a Penny. We'll get that posted. And it's looking like we might be doing an in-store on April 14th. You're camping, Patrick. All right, number 2, Big Eddie C, number 2.
Well, I don't even count condiments as toppings. They're something else to me,
Those are freebies?
Yeah, those because they're liquid. Fuck. I mean, ketchup, mayo, mustard. Those are givens in a lot of cases. I would say honorable mention to that fucking egg that Spare Parts over there's talking about because that is a good one. But for me, number 2, bacon.
Oh my God! How did I forget bacon? How did I forget bacon?
Because you were talking about fucking onions. That's what it does to you.
I gotta have those minced onions on there, man. And I gotta tell you, if you squeeze a little lime and add some cilantro, I'm probably going to be even more happy. Nick,
I will tell you this though. I'm going to tell you this though. There's been shit that has gotten people disqualified on this show, like steaks, well done, and preferred. I'm going to add number 3. If you put bacon bits on there, like those little phony jabroni fucking ball bearing things.
Fucking crack your teeth. I think the dentists are behind that shit because they fuck your teeth up.
That is true. Those things hurt. Oh my God.
4 out of 5 dentists asked make up 80% of the people surveyed. Patrick, you're number 2. Thanks,
so my number 2 is onions of some kind of on the same page with most of you guys here. I'm going to lean towards some fried onion straws, or maybe if I even want to elevate it, some fried jalapenos.
Wait, how did you go from onions to
I don't know, I'm torn. I either want
You're taking a twofer, bro.
I want
what are you doing up there?
Or I want some fried jalapenos.
He's taking a twofer, man.
Oh, one or the other. I'm not going to get both. I want one or the other.
Honorable mention, like I do.
We'll throw Japs up there too. And for all of you out there who just canceled me, Tim, do you call jalapenos Japs in the kitchen?
We had years ago. We had on the menu the big blue jalapeno burger. And on top, it had a blue cheese crust, 3 beer battered fried onion rings that were the same size, same circumference as the patty. And then inside, we did 3 beer battered fried jalapenos.
Can I have that?
Sriracha aioli. So you want onions and jalapenos. That was the burger, man.
What kind of aioli did you say?
Sriracha.
Can I have the burger with just mayonnaise? I want that. I want that. Do you keep beer batter on the menu?
I could do it again.
I'll bring fried batter mix, and if you don't have beer batter, and we'll just like whip it up because I want that burger like right now.
Oh, it was so much fun watching people figure out how to eat it. Some people deconstructed it, made it a piece at a time. Some tried to smash it. Some people tried to like dislocate their jaw like a snake. So, how you gonna tackle this monster? Let me see you do it.
Challenge accepted, my friend. You let me know. We'll come down and film. I'm off all week.
Maybe we'll do it on a Monday night at Johnny B's.
I could book that like not the 18th. We can do that on the 25th if you want.
All right, sidebar. I'll check the calendar.
All right, you check the calendar. I'll get that on the Johnny B calendar. All right, my number 2. Man, I'm going to catch a lot of heat for this. But you know, at the end of the day, it's nostalgia. It is nothing more than nostalgia. And I realize that American ketchup is nothing more than corn syrup. But God damn it, Heinz ketchup is like the best thing on the planet. And for me, Heinz ketchup on a hamburger is absolutely a must. It's number 2, ahead of mayonnaise in my book. Fight me.
Wow.
And notice I didn't say ketchup. It has to be Heinz ketchup.
Has to be
all
Heinz.
that other shit sucks. Yep. All that other shit sucks.
No, it's all low rent. You get anything other than that, it's low rent, discount ass, watery. It what do you call it? It breaks. It's like the oil leaks away from it, and it's fucking stupid. Heinz or nah.
No. Tim, do you serve Heinz ketchup?
You're so right. We only serve Heinz ketchup. U.S. Food's been out of the number 10 cans for weeks. So I've been having to buy Hunt's because it's their only substitute. And the difference is super noticeable.
Amazing.
Ed hit it right on the head. It's runny. It does not have the same viscosity. You got to shake that number 10 can before you open it. It's not. So I'll spend the extra money and buy a case of 60 bottles and squirt that in ramekins before I buy another number 10 can of Hunt.
1000%. 1000%. What's our boys? I'm gonna tell you, I remember a time on the podcast when we would fly through one of these. I had 2 shots and I can't remember our buddy's name that works for Heinz.
That's probably good because we're talking that shit about it.
No, we're not talking shit about Heinz. Who's that guy that works for Heinz, Tim?
Oh, Heinz. I thought you said Hunts.
No.
Oh, I don't know that.
He was Shane's roommate, and Tom Pilla.
Oh, Tom works for Heinz?
Yeah, dude. Tom works for Heinz.
Every time I see Tom, we're drunk on a float.
Pretty much. Pretty much. But he works for Heinz, and we got to give him a big shout out for supplying the Hillsborough Culinary Academies at Irwin Technical College with all the Heinz ketchup we need. Thank you, Tom. All right. Did we get everybody's number 2? Because we're going to go on to number 1.
Yep.
Patrick, we'll start with you, and I'm a little afraid what you're going to say. Now, Patrick, you get number 1.
Okay, done. So, bacon in some form. It has to be bacon, not bacon bits. I will agree with Ed on that 100%. Can't be that bacon out of the little package. Bacon jam would be amazing. Bacon strips, candied bacon, some bacon with a little bit of magic on there. Get a little bit of heat, magic and red. Yeah, but bacon somehow.
Bacon, one of the 5 food groups, and I'm sad to say, not in my top 3 of burger toppings. Sad to say. Big Eddie C, number 1 burger topping.
I feel like we shouldn't even be litigating this. Cheese.
Cheese. Do we want to go a specific cheese, Ed, or no?
Dude, I can barely narrow down one. Like I did. When did I last do burgers? I ended up doing white American because it was what was in there. But I throw on all kinds of shit. I love blue cheese. I like pepper jack. Those are my faves. Not blue cheese dressing either. I gotta get I gotta find a way. It's a real fucking pain in the ass to get a knife through blue cheese and slice it, but that would or crumbles. But that always half that shit ends up scaffolding off and falling onto my fucking flat top. And as soon as it hits it, it caramelizes. So whatever you can.
Kendra had blue cheese on her burger last night on Johnny's show, and oh my god, it was pungent. It played against the boar, amazing. And then you got the sweetness from the raspberry. I mean, I'm not saying this was like something I've thought about over and over again since last night, but I might be saying it's something that I thought about over and over again since last night because it was that good of a burger.
Yeah, that does sound good. Fuck, raspberry jam or something. Ooh, wow.
Max Sherrard checking in. He says, these are fighting words here, Ed. He's saying if it's such a pain in the ass, just stop with the blue, Ed.
Yeah.
Oh,
never gonna happen, Max.
Max checking in. Max, just so you know, I know you're probably just getting done with catering and coming in late. Just want you to know the link for trivia is coming up, so make sure you keep a lookout for that. But we're talking about your teasing me with the possibility of a Juicy Lucy at this year's Burger Bash or whatever VooDoo Bash, whatever we call it. I'm just gonna say I might have to stop drinking now. He just left Chill Bros. Which Chill Bros were you at, and what did you get? That's what I want to know. All right, Timothy Kielich, I'm gonna look for your number 1 burger topping.
Just a combination of the last 2 answers. Is there a way we can melt some cheese, bacon into it, and just pour it over the top of the whole burger?
That would be amazing.
If you need one, I got to go with Ed because you can't have a burger without cheese. I don't know anybody that eats a hamburger. Even people that are lactose intolerant find a way to put lactose-free cheese on their burger.
My kid forever and a day didn't eat cheese on her burger, but she started to eat burger on her cheese. Eat cheese on her burger.
Cheese?
Thanks, man. You got to have it. That's why it's my number 1. However, I can't simply say cheese. I have to call it American nostalgia because for me, it has to be an American single. That is my number 1 topping. I don't want cheddar. I don't want Swiss. I don't want Munster. I love blue. I love all cheese. But for me, if you're giving my preference, my number 1 topping is an American single on top of my burger. I don't care what kind of meat you're giving me, whatever. I'm going with American cheese, and the perfect trifecta for me is American cheese, minced onions, and Heinz ketchup. And for me, that makes the absolute perfect hamburger. Thoughts?
And that's what I'm making VooDoo Bash. Done and done.
I don't have a vote, right?
Yeah.
I love Joe Dodd. I absolutely love Joe Dodd. I love his family. I love what he stands for. I love his Nashville hot chicken. But let me tell you how it went down. So I've been fighting my back for a better part of 2 years. I was in severe pain that day. I was probably a whole bottle of Jack in and fighting the pain. And Patrick comes up to me and goes, "You're not going to be happy." I said, "The fucking chicken won, didn't it?" And it was a great sandwich. And Joe, I love you. I know you know that I love you. It was a great sandwich. And Patrick had this argument in class, and I had to fight him. Well, according to the dictionary, what's the dictionary we use called? The Food Lover's Companion. A hamburger is made of beef, and a burger is made of any other ground meat. And I'm like, yeah, if you're special and have a 504 or a fucking something else.
Trisome 21 challenged. Yep.
Right? Because burger is nothing more than slang for hamburger, because we're Americans and we're lazy motherfuckers. That's just the way it is.
When in doubt, consult McGee.
A hamburger or a burger is made with ground beef. And we're not going to let that cloud our voting at Burger Challenge. But if you're asking VooDoo, that's the real deal right there.
Hey, there's another thing that we can't have the argument on, because I saw it somewhere online and I just had to look away. Otherwise, I'd start shit posting. Somebody said American cheese really wasn't cheese. I was like, fuck all the way the fuck off. And when you get there, keep fucking off.
Just like we don't have Cabernet in California. You know what? It sucks to suck, Cabernet region. We stole your grapes. We're horrible people.
Yourself.
I got to be politically correct. We're horrible humans.
I just want to point out that you made Kristen spit her soda out when you said it's got a 504.
Well, I said 504 because I couldn't remember IEP, dude. I mean, I haven't had a drink in like 2 months. You came out her nose. It's like the time we made the guy throw up at the wing challenge.
Ooh. Oh, that was great.
Oh, we got Don Hill checking in. He's saying bacon thick and crisp, broiled with maple syrup. Max Sherrard, he went to the Beta Bay location, had the Mighty Multi-Millionaire. It's a 10 out of 10. My kid loves that place, Max. And we got Nashawn McMillan from my very first class I ever taught. What up, fellas? My favorite cheese is green and smells like money. You're too funny. That's why you charge me money to come out and take pictures. Nashawn is the official photographer of VooDoo Chef Foundation. If you need any photos taken, make sure you hit him up. I don't know. There's some color and a lime. That's the name of his company. He'll type it there in a minute, I'm sure. Hit him up. He is one of the good guys. And all right, guys, let's take a look at these toppings here and let's narrow this down to the top 3. So we've got onions that a few of us have said. A few of us have said bacon, egg, mayonnaise, mushrooms, jalapenos, ketchup, and cheese. And, looking at the list, I think it's pretty easy for me to say that cheese, bacon, and onions are the ones we said most. Yep. But I got to tell you, I think we got to have one of the sauces on there. And by sauce, I mean one of the condiments. Otherwise, we're going to run into some challenges with this burger. Thoughts?
I don't do. My kids do ketchup. I think ketchup is a childhood nostalgic thing.
It is.
But it's not my thing anymore because it's overpowering flavor.
I don't have a problem going to mayonnaise. I don't have a problem going to mayonnaise because that's my number 2 condiment. And it's even better when you make fancy sauce and you mix the two together. But if we were to add mayonnaise, we still said onions, bacon, and cheese more than anything else. What's going to create that perfect burger? What's going to be our trifecta if we have to narrow it down? I know Ed's going to say get rid of the fucking onions. So
no, but I'm fair.
And mayonnaise or make our top 3?
But Ed also said that mayonnaise is not a topping; it's a condiment. It's an ancillary condiment, and so it's not technically a topping. So could we have a top 3 and then throw mayonnaise as a condiment, not a topping?
So we have onions, bacon, cheese, and mayonnaise. That is our perfect burger tonight. Everybody in agreement except for Ed. Ed doesn't eat onions. Ed, didn't
Not
you
on a
eat
burger.
onions on something I made?
I may have. I know there was a time. I know the when and where. Our guy Cole out at Fat Rabbit did one with caramelized onions, and I was about 3 supergrass in, so I'm like, fuck this, I'm eating that shit. And I got to tell you, it was pretty good. I mean,
That's when we were at the bar.
Yeah, they were cooked down right. They were sweet. The like vicious bite of a raw onion, the overwhelming flavor wasn't out there, and I didn't mind it. I mean, I would almost eat that again, maybe after 4 super grasses, but it was pretty fucking good. You know.
So we will.
I've had a bad thing that Cole McBride ever cooks from Fat Rabbit. You put it on there, I'll eat it.
Absolutely, that guy's a stud. We've got Max Sherrard checking in, but pulling rank tonight, we've got Judy Sharga. She's going to say lettuce, tomato, raw onion, Swiss cheese, grilled rye bread, and the meat. I'm going to tell you, I want some pastrami or corned beef on that sandwich rather than a burger patty. But, Judy's boss, and she knows more about 504s than anybody, so we're going to let her make that call. Nashawn McMillan, Blue Lime Photo Media. That is the official photographer of the VooDoo Chef and the VooDoo Chef Foundation. If you need some shots done, make sure and check him out. I think it's a wrap. I think who hurt your woman? Who hurt you, woman? With
oh my god!
You know what? Maybe we just let this banter keep going. Let's check this out because this is going to be good.
Grab the popcorn.
And Max wants to know if pickles made the cut. No, and I make that joke because Judy is Max's mom, and that banter would be fun to watch. We got Mark Laverio checking in. Just finished a burger now, wrapping it up with a New World cigar. I'm a little mad jelly, brother, because I would love a cigar right now with my Jack Daniels, but no smoking in VooDoo Studios. This is the best comment yet, Judy. He doesn't know crap. You know what, Judy?
He is sworn for his ass.
So real quick, funny story. When I met Judy, it was on open house night. Judy comes in with Max. Max has got to be all about 14. I don't know. And, doing the teacher thing. Hey, how you doing? Huh? I don't know that Judy's a teacher. She informed me she's a teacher. And so now we're bantering. Max leaves. And when Max came, Judy had told me, my son's kind of a smart ass. You're going to have your hands full. I said, can I fuck with him? And she goes, oh, hell yeah. And I said, all right, cool. So here's Max comes back. And I said, your mom says you're kind of a smart ass. And Max is like, yeah. And I said, that's okay, dude. I'm okay with that. It's not going to bother me. And there's 2 reasons for that. Yeah, why's that? And I'm like, well, number 1, I'm bigger than you. And number 2, I'm not afraid to go back to jail. And Max just stopped being a smart ass. Judy tells me later that he believed that for like 2 weeks, and she let him believe it. Mom, he was in jail? Judy, you're a rock star of a parent. You and Mike did amazing. Max has turned out to be just like a superstar. He makes the most amazing bagels. And Max, fuck you for only making me chocolate rugelach 1 time. That needs to be a staple. It needs to be delivered monthly to my house, even if I have to pay for it, because chocolate rugelach is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. Super duper. He's still got no prison tats either. Gotta love it. Stick around. Patrick, you know what time it is, man. It's time to put that link in the chat bar. If you want to get in for VooDoo Trivia, VooDoo Games, now's the time. We're playing with Tim Kielich. We narrowed down our best burger toppings to cheese, bacon, and onions, except for Ed, with the addition of mayonnaise because that's a condiment. And when we come back, we're going to play a little VooDoo Games with Timothy Kielich.
What's going on, Voodies? It's time for a little VooDoo Throwdown. You think you can take me? Let's see it. My pilots are lit. I've got my meats. I've got my 2 3.5 ounce ground beef burgers. And, of course, on our burgers, VooDoo dust. And what we're going to do, we're going to do smash burgers. And I'm going to show you how fast they can be done. And if you think you can beat me...
All right, I pushed the wrong button.
What's going on, Voodies? Today we're having dessert from the Cake Girl. Check them out online. Order them. They'll ship them directly to your house. If you're here in Tampa Bay, you can pick them up at their Carrollwood location. Cake Girl's cookie butter. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that top. Here we go. I can't wait to dig right through it. Nice and smooth. Oh, man. Oh, I don't even know what to say. This is the shit.
If you did not know, I am co-hosting the Johnny B Show every Monday night. Next Monday night, live on Johnny B 102.5 between 8 and 10 p.m. We're going to have the Cake Girl on. We're going to be tasting the cake creations, cakes in a jar, and trying to guess the flavors. Man, that's going to be pretty fun. Judy Shargo, love you too. Thanks for everything you do. Max is a wonderful young man. We've got one in for trivia. Max, you wanted to play trivia. The link's in the chat room. You've got 2 minutes to sign up.
What's going on, Voodies? Tonight, it's all about the Murmur rum. It's a coconut rum that is definitely voodoo worthy. We're going to start by filling up our rocks glass with ice. Real simple. We still have ice in our shaker, and now it's time to mix the drink. We're going to start with about 2 ounces of Murmur. And we all know I pour heavy, so it is what it is. 2 ounces pineapple juice. An ounce, if I can open it right, an ounce of Chambord. And now it's time for that magic shake. And remember, we want to shake until we feel that frost building up on the outside of our glass. We're agitating, we're mixing, doing it all at once. All right, here we go. We fill up our glass. Oh, look at that. We're going to leave just enough room on top for a splash of our bubble water. And then what better way to garnish a voodoo cocktail than with a Southwestern Lime silver sprinkled macaron from Shay Shay Sweets. Murmur Rum, guys. Check them out. I get asked all the time, why Tequila 512? And it would be real easy for me to say it's the 100% blue agave, the locally sourced volcanic spring water, the triple distillation, the 24-hour charcoal filtration. Hell, we could talk about the bourbon barrels, the oxygenation process, but at the end of the day, it just tastes damn good. Tequila 512, the official tequila of the VooDoo Chef.
All right. Apparently, Max does not know how to use the link in the chat bar to tap the link to come in to play trivia. Neither does Kendra. Neither does Bearded. Neither does anybody else hanging out in the chat, except for our main man, Sean McMillan. Sean, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
How you living, brother?
Good.
So you and I go back to 1997, my very first year teaching.
Yeah, I'm surprised you can remember that. That's so far.
What are you, the bowling alley or something, man? Are you like 12? Is it skate night down at fucking Armenia? What's up? He's at Portillo's. I could go for a hot beef, man. So did you get the hot beef dipped?
Nah, man. I got the sausage with the onion and mustard on it.
I got lots of jokes. I'll let him go because Tim has his kids in the car. Just saying. Tim, are you home now?
I'm home. About to grab that.
Once you got a ceiling fan installed in the car.
That was fast, brother. All right, so as always, we're going to play a little VooDoo Games. It's the end of the podcast. Time for a little bit of fun. Let's get. Oh, you did it already. I'm sorry, brother.
So if you don't want to, just tell me.
I didn't say, dude. I can't see anything right now. This is the first drink I've had, like, for real. Oh, look at this. One moment, please. We've got Nishan McMillan from 1997 checking in. And Nishan was quarterback of Hillsborough High School football team. All that. Doesn't talk a lot of smack.
Who, me? Of course not.
You don't really talk smack. You're kind of a humble guy. I want to introduce you to a smack talker checking in right now. The owner of Nosh Catering, the maker of my favorite bagel, Chef Max Gerard. What's up, man?
We made it.
Where are you at? Where are you sitting?
I'm at the house. We're outside at the house.
Nice, man. So what year did you graduate?
High school? 2006.
2006. So, dude, I'm very proud of your successes. Much like all my students from, somebody else coming in. This is scary. We've got Sean from 97. We've got Max from 2006. Kendra checking in. Kendra, what year did you graduate? 7. We've got Max from 2006. Turn your volume down. And she's on a delay. That makes me happy, Patrick. We've got Max from 2006. Turn your volume down. And she's on a delay. That makes me happy.
Oh, man.
Kendra, what year did you graduate? Max, what year did Kendra graduate?
There we go.
06. I didn't hear you.
I've said it at least 10 times.
Well, it's the delay.
She got that Spectrum Wi-Fi.
It's the delay. All right, so it's time for a little VooDoo Games with all the players in the game. And as always, tonight's winner will be given the opportunity to have their name entered into a drawing where they might be selected to win a prize that could be named at a later date. So good luck to everybody. Max, am I going to lock you in right here, or do you want me to not put the pressure on you?
For the third?
For the third. Are you going to compete with that Juicy Lucy?
I can't commit to it yet.
That's okay. What about August 2nd? Can I get some octopus salad with Romanesco sauce, which was off the chart?
It's too early for me to commit to it yet.
I hear you, brother, and I got nothing but love about that. So, all right. The rules of the game are simple. Patrick, are we playing standard trivia tonight?
Standard trivia, yep.
So Patrick will read a question. If you think you know the answer, simply shout out your own name. Shout out your own name. Patrick will call upon whomever he hears first, and they will have the opportunity to answer. If they answer correctly, they will win a point. The winner, if you get it wrong, no harm, no foul. Everybody else will get a chance to answer. You only get one chance to answer, so don't keep recycling. And again, the most points at the end win, and tonight's winner will be given the opportunity to have their name entered in a drawing where they might be selected to have their name chosen as a winner of a prize to be named at a later date. Good luck to everybody. Much love. I turn it over to you, Patrick. What is tonight's trivia?
All right, so I figured, why not? Let's do some hamburger trivia.
Oh, my God. Wait, let me open my notes back up. Did you take the questions from my notes or no?
No, I may or may not have used Chat GPT today.
Which means he used Chat GPT.
So I'm assuming that your notes didn't come from there, so I think we're okay.
You're probably right, and that's going to mean that I'm going to lose, much like the past 2 weeks where you used AI for trivia.
I did, and it seems to be working. Well,
Yeah,
not in your
fuck
favor.
All right, so here we go.
All right. Question number 1. What American fast food chain claims to have sold billions of hamburgers since VooDoo?
McDonald's.
McDonald's is correct. All right, question number 2. In what year did the term hamburger first appear on a menu in the United States?
VooDoo.
1859. Not correct.
Tim.
Sean.
Tim, and then Sean.
1953.
Not correct, Sean.
1948.
Not correct.
Ed
Max Kendra.
1939.
39, not correct. Max and Ed?
I'll take 1969.
69, no. Ed, what did you say?
It's in the 30s.
1931.
It was actually, well, in the
VooDoo.
30s, yes, but it was
VooDoo.
34.
1834. Delmonico's 10-cent hamburger.
1834. So technically, yes, in the 30s, just the wrong
Yep.
30s.
Delmonico's restaurant in New York City offered a hamburger for 10 cents.
Yep. All right. Question number 3. We've already talked about this earlier, so if anyone is paying attention, it should be an easy one. What is the main ingredient in a traditional hamburger patty?
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
Ground beef.
Ground beef is correct. Number 4 might be the hardest one. Who is credited with popularizing the hamburger in the United States at the 1904? Max.
McDonald's.
Not correct. VooDoo.
Louis Layson.
Not correct.
Gosh, I know this.
Sean.
Wait. Time out. Whatever order you have for people, keep it. Read the rest of the question because you didn't read the rest of the question.
True. So who's credited with popularizing the hamburger in the United States at the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair? Nashawn.
Ronald McDonald.
Not correct. What do we got? I got Ed, Tim, and Kendra.
No clue.
Nothing there. Nothing for Kendra. Tim is frozen, kind of, maybe. Oh, now he's back. Maybe not. And he's gone. Okay.
I have a question.
What's your question? What's your question?
You said at the 1904 World's Fair?
St. Louis World's Fair, correct.
Yeah, there's only one important thing that happened at that World's Fair. You do know that, right?
I mean, 2 if you like hamburgers. Well, I guess 1 if you like Jack more than hamburgers.
Yeah, but Chat GPT's fucked up because they're wrong. It was the 1893 World's Fair in Chicago where it became popularized. And 1904 in St. Louis is where Jack won bourbon, best bourbon. So go ahead. I'll let you do your answer, but
all right. So
Chat GPT's wrong.
I'll double check it now because now I want to know. So a correct answer I had was Fletcher Davis. I want to go ahead and highlight this, and I'll take a look at it at the end here.
1839's World's Fair. Just saying.
Heard. All right. Either way, I don't think it was a name anybody was going to throw out. So
I just said 1839, maybe.
Maybe, but really.
All right, let's get a score update.
All right. Score update. I got 2 points for you.
0.
Okay. Question 5.
Question 5.
In which country did the hamburger likely originate?
VooDoo.
VooDoo.
Germany.
Germany is correct.
Damn, I knew that.
Because they got rid of all the bagels.
Max, when are you gonna make bagels? My wife asks all the time. When's Max making more bagels?
I made them today.
You suck. How many did you make?
30 dozen.
And how come I didn't get any? Who'd you make them for?
Spatty's Coffee Shop and a private little thing going on, and a couple of our neighbors.
I need 2 dozen next time you make them. I need
I'll get you on the list.
I need sesame, ETO, and Asiago, and just whatever it costs. Just let me know. And chocolate rugula, fucker. 30 dozen, and I have no bagels. Wait, with all the love, you're a dick, dude. All right, Patrick, go ahead.
All right. Question
number 6. Who took Max to his first Motley Crue concert and doesn't have bagels today?
I tried to order bagels for work one time too. He never made me some either.
Stand in line. Stand in line.
There's apparently a long line for these.
There's a long ass line. Move, dude. Just put me on the list and add 2 dozen.
Long.
All right, number 6. What is the name of the McDonald's iconic burger that consists of Tim?
Big Mac.
Big Mac is correct.
Not even the best sandwich on their menu.
Best sandwich there is. Best burger.
Number 7. The term slider is often used to describe a small square-shaped hamburger. In which VooDoo?
White Castle.
That part is correct, but that does not answer the question that I'm about to finish asking.
Okay.
In which U.S. state did sliders originate?
Ed. Making a guess here. New York.
Not correct.
VooDoo. I know I can't answer.
Can't answer. Just save it for the end. You probably know it.
It's going to be a guess.
Okay. All right. Tim, you got any guess?
Brooklyn.
Not correct. That's not a U.S. state either.
That's payback for you dogging him on his burgers earlier.
Who do we got? Max, you got a guess?
Connecticut.
Nope. Sean?
Texas.
Nope. Kendra?
Jersey.
Jersey's not correct. VooDoo, do you have a guess? Even though it doesn't
Ohio.
count? Not correct. The correct answer would have been Kansas. White Castle is the answer, though. Yes, that is the name of the restaurant. Kansas was the state.
All right, time out. In VooDoo geography, I was correct.
In VooDoo geography, Brooklyn is a state. So
true statement. Tim and I both get a point.
Or as one of my impact kids once said,
Tim and I both have a 504 and an IEP.
Oh my god. Number 8.
Patrick's worried he's going to lose his job.
No, not at all.
that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, exactly, right?
27 years hasn't happened. It's coming.
What popular burger condiment is typically made from a combination of mayonnaise, ketchup, and relish?
Max.
VooDoo.
1,000.
I'm going to say McDonald's special sauce.
That very well could be the answer, but not the answer we're looking for. So, Ed?
Is that Thousand Island dressing?
It is Thousand Island dressing.
It's missing a few other ingredients.
All right. Score update here before we go on to question 9. I got 3 points VooDoo, 1 point Ed, 1 point Tim.
Oh, so you're saying there's a chance.
There is.
Right.
All right. Question number 9.
Hey, before you read question 9, let's give a big shout out to Carl Miller for checking in late. He's working late. Checked into the last minute. We've got Don Hill still playing. And I think we're ready to rock and roll.
All right. In 2004, a burger dubbed the $1 Million Burger was created. VooDoo.
Pat LaFreda.
Sure, but that's not the answer because I'm not done reading it.
Okay.
So $1 Million Burger was created featuring the world's most expensive ingredients. Where was it made? Tim.
Las Vegas.
Not correct.
VooDoo at the end.
Okay. Sean.
New York.
Not correct. I was surprised to see this one as an answer.
Chicago?
Chicago, no. Ed?
Miami?
Miami's not correct. No. Max?
Can you say in the States?
Is it a place or are you looking for a restaurant or a place?
No, it's a country.
Okay.
Ooh.
Kansas.
Right?
Kansas. That goddamn White Castle burger.
Kansas.
Dubai.
And by Kansas, he meant Brooklyn, Ohio.
All my favorite.
So, correct answer.
I go with Kendra. Kendra shouted out something.
Dubai.
That wasn't that. So the answer that they're giving me here was the Netherlands.
What?
Like I said, I was
dope
impressed.
smoking hippies.
I call bullshit.
Right? They ain't made shit in the fucking Netherlands.
It's the
I know.
best hamburger.
They dunk their fucking French fries in mayo. Fucking savages.
Best thing I ever ate was
Tim and I will be there.
in Amsterdam.
Uh-huh.
All right, question number 10.
I couldn't pick that out on a map. It's near Ohio, right?
Yes. Which is right next to Brooklyn.
Exactly.
Yep. Where they invented the slider.
In Ireland and the Bahamas.
Which actor famously declares Royale with cheese
VooDoo.
instead of VooDoo?
Sam Jackson.
Not correct. Ed.
John Travolta.
John Travolta is correct.
What was the question?
Stop interrupting.
I know, right? So you can't ask me that. That's already stop calling out.
It was Sam Jackson.
Which actor declared Royale with cheese instead of Quarter Pounder with cheese in the 1994 film Pulp Fiction?
Oh, wow.
If you let me finish it, maybe you would have had a better answer.
Well,
Yeah.
I know you'll be surprised by this answer, Patrick.
Oh, wait. Let me guess. Wait, you haven't seen it?
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, man.
Right? Right?
That's fantastic.
It's horrible. I concur. It is absolutely horrible. But still true. Still true. But who won tonight, Patrick?
You did. Congratulations. Finally getting a win.
Well, you know, I have my name entered in the drawing where I could be named the winner to be some prize at another date. And Derek got mad at me because he never got his prize. But more importantly, I love the fact that we got 3 alums sitting right here. You guys are rock stars. I'm proud of all your success. You know, keep kicking ass and taking names, guys. And Chef Tim Kielich, you're my bud, but you're a rock star over and above that. Check your calendar for the 25th, and we'll go into Johnny B, and we'll make some badass burgers. And anybody else who wants to come into Johnny B and hanging out with us on Monday nights, let me know. Till next time. What? Who's coming in? Anybody? You. Peace and love.